right, good morning. I guess it's time for another update. I am sorry that I'm late a little bit. I've had a lot of people reach out and ask how I was doing, which I appreciate always. I'm always torn about these updates because I don't know how often I should do them or how to keep them interesting and exciting and not boring. So I apologize in advance if this is, I don't know. It's hard to figure out. So anyway, I am doing good. So a little update after round two was a little different this time. Some things were the same, some things were different, some things were a little more noticeable symptom-wise, some things were a little bit less. So there's definitely a giant learning curve. Much like the first time, I felt pretty good the 2 or 3 days after chemo, and then I started to kind of go downhill. This time, one of the biggest symptoms for me was the exhaustion. I was hit by a Mack truck tired. 2 straight days I didn't even get off the couch, which anybody who knows me knows that just is not me. I don't stop moving. I'm super active. I couldn't even put one foot in front of the other. I was so tired. It was the beginning of school vacation week, and Craig and the boys had gone away for 4 days skiing, which I insisted that they go on because I knew I was not going to feel great over those few days, and there was no reason for everybody to stay home just to watch me lay on the couch. I knew if anything went wrong, I had plenty of friends and family close by, but really I just wanted to be alone. I just wanted to rot on the couch, binge watch TV, not feel guilty that I wasn't up for doing anything, and so that's exactly what I did. I might have told you guys last time that about the mouth sores. That was a huge thing for me. So during this chemo treatment, I did the ice chips, like I talked about, in Italian ice, and kept my mouth really cold during all of the chemo. And that definitely helped with the sores. I did not get the sores this time, but I really struggle with the taste in your mouth, the really bad taste in your mouth, and the fact that you can't taste food. So it's very, very hard to stay hydrated. Really, really hard to stay hydrated and to eat because everything tastes like shit. You're not motivated to eat. My tongue is still super sensitive to things like salt. Anything spicy I can't have. So I have to be really careful and kind of pick or choose. So those days were more a little bit of soup. I live on oyster crackers, unsalted oyster crackers. I cannot have salt. Toast, really bland stuff. I fixate on high protein stuff as much as I can. So I do a lot of avocado toast, mixing cottage cheese in, just things that are texturally, I can't even say that word, pleasing, but also different ways to get protein in while I can, shakes, stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to do the ice again next week with round 3 coming up. I do think that helped for sure with the sores. So then I started to kind of turn a corner at the end of last week, and I was super excited. But then over the weekend, I had a little bit of a GI setback, which I think is going to be expected. It just kind of messed with me a little bit because the first time it was I had these days 3 to 7 where I felt like crap, and then I turned a corner and I was really good for 8 days leading up to chemo. Whereas this time it was okay, I feel a little better, and then it's boom, nope, you need another day or 2 on the couch. So I definitely have to learn to deal with that. But the last 2 days since Sunday, I have felt great. I have been able to exercise, go to Pilates, go for walks. It's been kind of nice up here in the Northeast, for those following from afar. It's been 40 degrees, which for us is a heat wave up here. So I've really been enjoying that. And this is the week where I don't get my taste fully back, but I definitely get rid of the bad taste in my mouth. And so that's been great. As for a little hair update, so we are struggling a bit. So you guys are all gonna laugh and be struggling? Are you kidding me? She has a shit ton of hair. I have very, very, very thick hair, as most of you know. So it is coming out a lot. To the naked eye, and even if most of you felt it, you wouldn't feel it. But especially when I shower, it's insane. So far, other than one patch, which two patches, I'm gonna show you in a minute, it's coming out fairly evenly. However, I do have quite a bald patch right here that I am rocking. I'm gonna show you. You can see, oops, oh, sorry, now I'm getting it all, okay. Everybody can see that. So that's my little bald spot. It's very soft. And then I have another patch right here. So right now I can hide it pretty well. So if I keep my hair down and you're super tall and you can see it, or if I bend down, obviously, but my hair parts this way anyway, so it kind of covers it. If I pull my hair back, you can't see it, and there's ways for me to manipulate it. So people keep saying, does that mean the cold cap's not working? No, it doesn't mean the cold cap's not working. I think it is doing its job. I probably would have no hair by now had I not done the cold cap. The cold cap's purpose for me was to save about 50% of my hair and to help with regrowth. It's supposed to make your hair grow back a ton faster. So over the weekend, I came very close to shaving my head. The itchiness and what it feels like and how painful it is, like as it's all falling out, like not painful like pain, but like girls who you'll relate if you've worn your hair in a ponytail for like too long or too high of a ponytail, you get like that ache in your scalp. That's what it feels like. And it's super itchy. So that's been hard. If it continues to fall out evenly like this, I'll go with it as long as I can. But if it keeps getting patchy like this and it just becomes more of a hassle, then I've kind of come to terms with the fact that I may have to shave it. I'm trying to embrace it. As much as I love my hair, and that was a huge thing for me in the beginning, I'm kind of like, it is what it is at this point. Like, I need to be comfortable, and right now, I'm not comfortable with how much I'm shedding. Like, there's hair everywhere. There's hair all over my house. I hate being itchy and uncomfortable. So part of me is ready to just cut it, but at this point, because I still have so much, I feel like I have to give it a little more time. If I do end up shaving it, I will still use the cold cap because it does help for regrowth. So I guess we're just gonna kind of see what happens after this next round. And I'll make my decision as I go there. So that being said, I go on Monday this week. Monday the 3rd will be my 3rd treatment. So I'll officially, after I complete that, be halfway done. So there is the positive. That and the positive of everybody who has reached out. Like, I can't even, the generosity of people, the text messages, the gifts, the calls, the cards in the mail, like, it literally means so much. And I had no idea that this little YouTube thing would become so popular and that so many people would be anticipating my updates. If there's any info, like, I feel like a blogger now, but if there's any, like, if people have questions, like, if you want me to, like, talk about a certain thing, like, I'm pretty much, I think you all know, I'm a fairly open book. So if there's something, like, you have a specific question, or you can ask me in the comments, or you can even text me, and or you want to see something specific in, like, one of my videos, let me know. I'm sorry there's no dogs today. This is work. I'm at work. So you can see it's my desk, I'm all by myself today right now. So it's my nice little office, but that's what you're looking at today. So anyway, all right, that's it for now. I hope all is well, and thank you for following along.